Top job for a young man is hanging out with a rock and roll band, living off free beer and meeting women. Now apparently I'm too late to join Oasis' gang, so I found a gang of my own, Northern Uproar, and they sound like this. So fast like a roller coaster. I know they fit the bill because I've checked out their credentials. Before I met the band, I paid a visit to Loaded magazine to get some advice off journalist and expert free booze hound Michael Holden. So what are these Northern Uproar like then?
Well, they're tiny blokes from Manchester with guitars. We make popular music and they're going down very well.
What are your top tips for ligging?
Believe that you are entitled to everything. As with most things, self-belief is the key. That beer is yours, you need to go through that door, you need to not pay for that, and you should be at the front.
So armed with the certain knowledge it was my right to live off the nearly famous, I went to a posh London hotel to meet my new best friends and scab a lift in their tourbus. So what's the story with the smell on the bus?
We come back from gigs and that, and just shove all our sweaty clothes up on the shelves and all that, and it just stinks, you know what I mean, and all the beer that gets dropped on the floor.
So who's the sex monster in the group then?
It's got to be me. It's got to be.
You saying you get the ladies?
All the time, absolutely all the time. What we're doing is doing singles, yeah. And each singles will be better and better than the one before. Then the album's going to come out, and then everyone's just going to go, wow. Yeah.
So far I found out that Northern Uproar are apparently the best band in the world. Get loads of free beer and attractive to girls. These Japanese ladies have followed them all over the country. What do you think of like people sleeping out in the streets to come along and see you?
I don't think it's safe, man, you know what I mean?
You think it's cool? You don't think it's a bit scary?
No, I think it's right, you know what I mean?
It's right that people sleep in the streets to see you. Me and the lads are getting on famously as we arrive at the London Astoria, where tonight they're supporting fellow Mancunians Marion. And you can imagine my sheer delight as I'm given a free can of beer and invited to watch them sound check. Of course, not wanting to seem like a hanger-on, I make myself useful. Can I say 2-2? Can I do that?
Yeah, go on, yeah.
Okay. 1, 2, 1, 2. So I was fast becoming the 5th Uproar, which was just as well because the lads told me they don't like freeloaders.
People just want to stay with you 24 hours a day.
What, people from back home?
No.
Anywhere. Like getting in the van and saying things like, give us a lift.
Why do you think they do?
I don't know, I think they really like us, you know what I mean? Because we're so nice to everybody.
I can confirm Northern Uproar are perfect gents. So as I left them to psych themselves up for the gig, I went off to see if any of that charisma would rub off on me. So would you get in the jacuzzi with me? You? Do you play bands, Sachi?
Bands?
Yeah. Musicians? Just badly
They're good
dressed.
looking, I suppose. I wouldn't just go out with someone in like some changing room.
What about the mates of blokes who are in bands?
It depends, they have to be a really nice person. Would you believe in women's rights?
Yes. Sisters, so will you give us a snog now? Being the band's mate means you get to the girls first. The lads were far too busy. They had a show to do. While the lads were thrilling the crowd with their top tunes, I was thrilling some of the ladies with me top lines. All in all, it was a cracking gig to round off a super day, and we were all in fine form to celebrate. Oh, you sit! I'll leave those boys to it. Scared was giving me the eye from the stage, so I'm going to follow up this possibility. Oh, well, it's only rock and roll. Hello, birds!
Correct answer.
Cool. Now, were those boys as intelligent and as nice and handsome and modest as that report suggests, sir?
They're right little rock and rollers. They're great lads.
Yeah, they write something or
Did you really get along with them? Because they did look a little bit flustered when you squirted that water on them. They were a bit like, oh no, water.
They kept punching me.
And that's good,
pinching me
right?
nipples.
Hurrah!
And slapping me and spitting at me.
You usually have to pay 500 quid for that in Soho.
No, it's a term of affection at that age, you know what I mean?
Exactly. Now, the important question is, I think it's going to be the theme every week. Did you manage to cop off this week? Because you strike one last week, wasn't it?
I got a snog.
Right,
It was-
okay.
Yeah, thank you. It was only a quick one. It was, you know, the age-old
place.
story, you know, boy meets girl, boy snogs girl, boy has to go to the toilet, boy comes back, girl's bogged off.
Yes, thanks a lot, yeah. It's a sad life. Thanks very much, Max. We'll see you next week.
Right.
Now, there's no place Dennis Pennis won't go in search of a bit of celebrity chat and a nice bit of alliteration. Here is Dennis Pennis's report. This week, he is from Venice.